So now that my makeup is done, I'm going to give you my final thoughts. I'm going to go in the order that I did my makeup in. So let's start with the NYX Ultimate Shadow Palette in Bright. I love this palette. I feel like you get great pigmentation. The eyeshadows are really easy to blend. Again, really great pigmentation. I was really surprised and really impressed with this palette. I feel like you need to get it if you want to play with color. It was only like $14.99, and if you get it at Ulta and you get like $3.50 off, sometimes you get buy one get one half off of NYX. So I definitely recommend this palette. Next, let's go in with the NYX Cosmic Gel Liner in Supernatural, which is this one right here. This was the bright blue eyeliner. It's a gel liner. I do like it. I feel like you do get good pigmentation out. I just thought it was going to be a little bit brighter, but I do like it. You do have some glitter in it, and so you can see it. Like if you want to do like a regular just a brown look, or just like no shadow on the lid and you just want to put this on, you'll definitely be able to see it. It actually glides on really nicely. It's not chalky or anything where you have to like put your brush in it a lot of times to get great pigmentation. This was really good. Like I said, it glides on really nicely, and so yeah, I do like it. Next is the NYX Colored Felt Tip Liner in White. This one, it was really easy to use because I feel like you get it like a pen, so it's easy to use. But I will say that for some parts of my eye, it did skip a bit, so you have like little ridges in it. So what I did, I basically just off camera, I just went like this. I tugged it a little bit and then just went over it, so that helped it and actually it glided really nicely. So that's the only thing I have with this so far, is that on some of the, when I would go like upwards, it would be a little bit bumpy, but if you tug your eye, you'll be fine. I'm just gonna keep using it and see how I really feel about it. Right now I'm like I'm okay with it. I'm not really loving it yet just because of that, but I do think it is really a nice white. I just want to work with it a little bit more. Maybe it's because it's my first time that I didn't really know how to line with it, so I'm just keep using it. Next are the Ardell Faux Mink with the Invisible Band. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't really like these. I feel like the band was just really weird, especially in the inner corner. Like the band like would extend more than the actual lash, so I had to cut that. And even with cutting it, it still has like a little piece on it, and it's weird because I could feel it sticking out right here. I think it's nice and fluffy, but I think I prefer the Ardell Special Effects in Wispies. I just think they give me a lot more volume, a lot more voom to my look. So I don't think I will be repurchasing these. If you like them, great, but for my personal taste, I didn't really enjoy them. So that is that. Oh, I forgot to go over, I skipped one. The Lancome Big Mascara. Not a big fan of this one. Whoa. I just got some on me. I don't know what happened. But I'm not a really big fan of this one. I feel like the wand is just, it gets too much product on it and it's hard to like wipe it away. The wand, like, it's too clumpy, and the wand is just too clumpy for me. I don't like it. When I put it on my lashes, it did give them a little bit of like length, but it also clumped them together, so I had to go in with my spoolie and just brush it out. So I got this was the gift for your birthday. I won't be purchasing it. So that was one thing that I did not like. Next is going to be, let's talk about the brushes. The only brush that I didn't use was the small one, which is like the lip, which is this one. I didn't use this one. I just didn't feel like I needed to. But the rest, I do really like it. I feel like, yeah, it is plastic, but it's not a janky plastic. You're not gonna feel like you're gonna break it. It blended really nicely. I was really impressed with it. Because I only compare it to the oval brushes that I bought from Walmart from the brand Moda from Leroy Langnickel, which are these brushes. I don't care for those. They're too janky and they don't blend well. But this one, I loved it. I loved how these brushes blended. It was so nice. even this one, a little contour one, it was really nice for my nose. And so I will be using these over and over again just to make sure that I really do like them, to give you like a fair review of it. Next is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. I'm in the shade 205 Natural Beige. Now I'm glad that this actually matched my tone. Is actually my shade, so I do like that. I do like how it blended. It blended out really nicely. It's not a full coverage, but you can build it up. But yeah. I'm gonna keep wearing it to see how I like it during the day. Sometimes foundations do oxidize on my skin and they change a little color, or they start like getting patchy and stuff. So I am going to use it more often just to see how I like it and how long it really lasts on me. So I'll let you guys know about that. But so far, for my first impression, I do like it. Next, I'm going to be talking about the concealers. Totally forgot to talk about this one. For the corrector, the green corrector concealer, I love it. I mean, it did get rid of a little bit of redness on my pimple, but it didn't get rid of all of it because you can still see it. But I mean, and I know that it wasn't going to cover it completely. I just wanted to get rid of most of the redness, and it did. And for the rest of my face, it really did a great job on taking away all the redness. And even when I blended it out with my finger, it still used that pigmentation. And then when I put the foundation on top of it, it blended beautifully. You can't tell, you can't see any of the green or anything. So I do really like it. Now for the concealer in Toast. Definitely have to use a little bit less next time, but again, it blended really nicely. I love, from these concealers, I love the applicator. I love that you have like a little brush on the tip. I feel like it just makes it easier to place wherever you want. And so yeah, I do really like it. Again, I'm going to use less next time, but for the first time using it, I do really like it. I use the LA Girl Pro Powder HD Setting Powder. This one, when you open it, it does like bring a lot of product out. So that's one thing. Another thing is that the powder is very fine. I've never used a powder this fine actually. When I first touched it with my hands, it felt a little weird just because I never felt a powder like that. My Laura Mercier wasn't, it was fine, but it wasn't this fine. So I did like how it came out though. When I did bake with it, it felt like I had nothing on. And it did like set the rest of my face and everything like that. So I'm just gonna wait until I keep trying it just to see if it does, if like my concealer creases or anything like that, just to see if this actually really does work. But for now, I do like it. It doesn't have like a smell or anything to it. No, it smells like powder, to be honest. That's about it. So yeah, so I do really like it. I do like it so far, so I'm just going to keep using it. And last but not least is the matte Flash Faded Pigment Gloss from LA Girl in the shade Dreamy. It dries really fast. It doesn't transfer. Nothing. Yeah, it doesn't transfer at all. It does dry matte. So it's not a gloss. I don't know why they do it as a gloss. To me, it's more like a liquid lipstick. Of course, when you put it on, it is more watery and stuff. But when it dries matte. It is a little tacky, but not like a gloss. When you put a gloss on it, it looks glossy. It looks like you have wet lips, and it has more of a tackiness to it. But this one, it's not really sticking to each other. So I do really like it. Again, I think the shade is really beautiful. I feel like you could rock it in any, if you're lighter than me or if you're darker than me, I feel it'll look beautiful in any skin tone. So yeah. But yeah, that's it for this video. I know it's going to be a long one because I went in depth with everything. I'm going to try to cut it down as fast as I can. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!